Let's start here, Brock. Sam Howell, gamer. That's what we were told, and is so far from what I can tell, it's absolutely true. The player we saw on the field did no way resemble the guy in practice. He had command. There was more accuracy, not perfect, but more accuracy. His mobility showed up. He didn't look desperate. He looked like he ran with a purpose. He wasn't perfect by any means, but God, was he ever better than what we'd seen so far.
Yeah, I think DJ's word, I texted Daniel Jeremiah after the game, what do you think? And I think his word will be your word and my word. Solid. Very solid. Mike McDonald asked about Sam after the game, obviously. He played the whole first half, the opening series of the third quarter, where they marched for 8 minutes down the field. I thought that was his best drive. I thought, honestly, going into halftime, the 2-minute drive was his worst. Right, he had a first down that he just threw and dirted it, unfortunately. Took a sack that knocked him out of a possible long field goal. So to come back after that and put together some chunk throws down the field on that drive as well was terrific. Mike McDonald talking about his backup quarterback.
I thought Sam played really well. Moving the offense, not all the starters played. I think we had a couple of the interior line guys that were the only ones in there. Great to see him come back out in the second half and move all the way down the field. Obviously, we want to close that drive out, but thought we operated well. Thought I made some great decisions, slinging around. I'm sure there's some plays that we're going to, you'd want back, and that's good. It's never going to be a perfect performance, but I definitely pleased.
Yeah, you never have a perfect performance. Even yours truly, who came back to open the then CenturyLink Field, Salk, who thought even then, that's as good as I could ever play. Couple touchdowns, some scrambles. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to watch this tape. I just stuffed it to my former team at CenturyLink in the first game in the preseason, watch the tape, and I'm like, ugh, late on that. That was ugly. I could have been better on that one. Yeah, 2 touchdowns could have easily been 4 touchdowns. And so you kind of, every single game, the film is never as good as you think it is. Thankfully, it's usually not as bad as you think it is. There's circumstances around you don't always know and feel during a game. But I thought Sam was super, super solid. I thought he was composed. I thought his command overall was good. There was no delay of games. There was there was nothing frantic. And maybe some of the reason he struggled in these couple weeks of preseason camp is the same reason that Easton Sticks struggled. This Seahawks defense is pretty damn good. And there's not a lot of easy completions to be had against these guys, competing against the ones as he's gotten to do a whole bunch of the time.
Could be. Here was Sam Howell after the game. His thoughts.
Yeah, it was good to get back out there. We've been going against ourselves a little for these past few weeks. So good to get out there against a different opponent. Thought the guys played well. Obviously, defensively, I thought we had a really good game. Offensively, did some good things. Could have scored a little more points. I thought. Would like to finish that drive there early in the third quarter where we got stopped on the 1. Overall, I thought we did some good things.
Cosign.
So do you think he's just a gamer?
I hope not. I hope he continues to grow and develop into doing what he did there in practice. I think you hear from him right there, though, not as an excuse. But you know what, Salk? It's kind of nice to play somebody else that doesn't know all of our scheme, that doesn't know all of my receivers' tendencies, that doesn't know my personnel, that doesn't know my pitch command and everything. It's kind of nice to see some new people in the batter's box. So I think there is something to that all through OTAs and all through training camp, guess what? These guys on the other side get a pretty good feel for D. Eskridge and who he's throwing to the majority of the time. And he's not Tyler and DK. And when he was with the ones when Geno was out, it was spotty. It was up and down. But I do think the Seahawks defense has had a whole lot to do with a bunch of it.